Hi everyone, welcome to episode 11 of the By the Lakeside podcast. My name is Sandra, and this is my podcast about my knitting and sewing adventures, which take place in my craft room here in my home, which is by the lake, just outside of Toronto in Canada. It is a beautiful sunny day of a long weekend here. It is family day, and I am just really enjoying the extra bit of time. It has been super hectic the last week or two. It was my youngest son's birthday, so we had a few parties, and I had a work trip, and my older son had actually a school trip, which was exciting and new. But I got a really bad sinus cold, so I was kind of out of commission for a few days and sort of got behind on some sewing and didn't really feel up to knitting either. So it was kind of a drag after a few days of feeling like I wasn't really doing anything fun and crafty, but with the beautiful sun back, I feel like my cold is finally on its way out. I still have a little bit of sinus congestion, but I'm much better and I'm super excited. I do have one little update though. I was hoping to have a shop update for my project bags this coming Friday, but because of things being so crazy, I've bumped it about a week. So I'm hoping to have my Etsy shop, Sandy by the Lakeside, updated with some new bags on Friday, March 3rd, I think is the date. So a little bit less than 2 weeks from today's date. So I'm really excited about that, but I did have to bump it a few days because of just falling behind a little bit. So if you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Sandy Ran. You can also check out the By the Lakeside podcast group on Ravelry in the groups tab. And like I mentioned, my Etsy shop is Sandy by the Lakeside. So let's get started with the little bit of knitting that I do have. I am excited to have a finished object this week. I am thrilled. It's been a bit of a long time coming. I've mentioned this project quite a few times. It is the Ardent Shawl by Janina Callio, and it is off the needles. So I'm really happy. It turned out beautifully. It's a little smaller than I thought or than the picture shows, but quite a few people have commented that have made it themselves that you can really block this out. So I don't have blocking wires, but I just ordered them this weekend and hopefully they will be here later in the week so that I can give this a really good block and get it to stretch out just a little bit more. It's a little small right now, but I'm happy with it. I think it's really pretty. The yarn is just beautiful. It's soft. It is the Manos del Uruguay in Alegria, and the color is pewter. I will put all of my details on my project page. And I don't know what else to say about it. It's beautiful. I am super happy with the pattern and the finished object, and I am definitely going to try more of Janina Callio's patterns. I think it's just beautiful. So there it is. I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, I'm excited to block this and get it a little bit bigger and wear it for the next little while. It's not, I don't think the sun and this beautiful weather is going to last that much longer. I think it will get chilly again. And I think this will be a perfect transitional kind of shawl or scarf to wear in those next few months because it's really soft and it's not too heavy and woolly, or it's not scratchy at all. So I don't really like anything too scratchy around my neck. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That is my one finished object, which I finished last night. The next thing I wanted to show is a whip. I've shown this before too, but I love it so much, and it's really the only other thing that I've been working on in the last little while. So it's in my Maker's Haven patchwork bag, which I adore. I adore it so much. And in here, I have a beautiful self-striping yarn from Scrumptious Pearl. Again, beautiful. Love it. It's got this gorgeous like French navy, a light gray, and then this really pretty peach. And I mentioned before, I absolutely love self-striping yarn. It makes me so happy, and it makes me just keep knitting and knitting to get to the next row. I think I mentioned last time that it's the Glam Base. I think I have the wrong tag, because after I was watching back my last video, I was thinking, this has no sparkle. It's just the basic sock. I think I just got the wrong tag. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just the basic, but this is the Come Sail Away colorway from Scrumptious Pearl. And I think it's just like a classic sock yarn. And here is my vanilla sock. And I love it. I can't wait for this one to be done, and I can wear these. I think these are really fun and will be great. I'm almost at the point to do a heel flap, or turn the heel, and I think that's my favorite way of doing socks right now. I had done, my last finished pair of socks was with the magic loop, which I kind of liked, but I think I prefer the DPNs and just doing a classic heel flap. I really, really like the look of it, and I like the fit of it. I've been thinking about trying out the Fish Lips Kiss Heel, but I really like the heel flap. So I think for this pair, I'm gonna stick to what I know. And because I feel like this has gotten me back into the mood to work on socks again, and I love it so much that I might start a second pair, and maybe that pair could be an experiment in a new heel or something. But I love this needle too. I've mentioned before, it is the Knit Pro Zings double pointed, and these are in the 2.25 millimeter, which is a US size 1. I have been considering ordering some signature needles. I ordered one pair for myself over just after Christmas, I think it was, for my Cozy Memories blanket, and I love them so much. And there have been a few promotions that I've been tempted, but then I stop and remind myself how much I love these. I've ordered quite a few pairs of these so that I could do more than one at a time. And I'm going to try to stick to these. These are really, really great. They're quite pointy. The stitches move really well on here without slipping off too easily. This is currently my favorite sock needle, and I'm going to try not to order signatures just yet, because these are really, really good. And I've got them in my little gnome knitter needle cozy, which I love, and it really helps because I think these are quite pointy, and it keeps them from poking through my bag or from any stitches coming off the needles, which I think I have a phobia about. There was, I was working on these recently, and I have this tendency to kind of cover up the needle with this hand while I'm knitting, and then I thought the needle was finished, and when I went to grab the other needle, I pulled the needle right off of all the stitches. It was ridiculous, but anyways, I hate putting needles back on, or putting stitches back on the needle. I find it very stressful. So I love this little guy. I love this project, and I'm definitely going to start another sock very soon because I'm really, really enjoying sock knitting. So that's it for my whips right now. I have been on a bit of a mission to sort of clean up my projects, only work on things that I really, really love, which I spoke about before. And because I was slowing down a little bit on finishing the Ardent shawl, I told myself I could not cast on anything else until I really got that either really close to being finished or finished. So about a week or two ago, I started doing research for my next shawl, and I have mentioned others, and I've got them sort of ready to go, but I guess it just goes this way sometimes. I was looking at new stuff, or new to me stuff, and I wanted to try something else. So I have made myself a new bag with this really awesome cotton and steel fabric, and I love it. It's sort of it's a heavy canvas. This is my large project bag, and I really just wanted something fresh and bright for spring, and I ordered some new yarn. So it's been sitting here until that that shawl was off the needles, which just happened last night, and I will show you my next project. So I have been wanting to knit something by Andrea Mowry for a while, and I know that everyone is working on the Find Your Fade, but I don't really have an adequate selection that I would use for a fade right now. So I feel like the timing's not right, and I don't have a huge stash, so I'm gonna wait on that one and hopefully do it another time. But I found this beautiful shawl of hers from Drea Renee Knits called the Goldfinch, and it really, really appealed to me. It's black and white, so you can't see her beautiful colors, but I really liked the different short row sections, the color blocking, and then even some of the striping here I thought was really, really pretty. And then up here too, there's a nice section. I don't know if they're, I think they're just yarn overs again. So yeah, I really like this. I thought it would be a really interesting new project, and I bought some new wool. It is by O-Wool, is that right? No, sorry, yeah, O-Wool, O-Wash Sport. And on this website, I've never ordered from them before, but they do have kits that you could pick out pre-done kits for a lot of different patterns. But I picked out my own colors for this that I thought were a little more me. So my first color is this beautiful blue. Actually, I'm going to show you them all together first. I'm really excited. I think this is a really, really pretty combination. So this one is Night Heron, really, really pretty blue. This one here is Porcupine. It's sort of just a taupe. It's like a really nice muddy kind of taupe. And then one of my favorite colors is called Paw Paw. I love this. I think I've done, my Pure Joy shawl is almost this color. This one is a little more bright. But I thought these would make a beautiful goldfinch shawl. And as soon as I finished the Ardent shawl last night, I came up here to my room and started to wind my cakes. And my ball winder broke. I have been having problems with it for the last couple months. I hate it. It's awful. And it always causes me a little bit of grief, but this time it was completely broken and it wouldn't wind anything. So I started hand winding for the first color so that I could start it today. I'm really excited. I'm going to cast this on very soon. And it's kind of funny. I thought hand winding would be kind of calming and not a big deal, and it's not. It's not a big deal. But I just got very impatient, and within 5 minutes I went online and I ordered a new ball winder, which I have been kind of looking at for a while anyways, and I ordered it. So I cannot wait for that to come. I hope it comes in the next few days to a week. I ended up ordering, I think it's the Stanwood ball winder, and I know that Chelsea from the Legacy Knits podcast had mentioned it on Instagram, and ever since then I've had it bookmarked because I knew I was going to need a replacement, and it looks really, really good. So I'm excited about that. The shipping was a little bit horrendous, but I was in a desperate mood last night. So I'm excited about this project, and it's going to sit with me on the couch right after this podcast. I'm loving this fabric, so this one I will have a few of these bags in my shop in the next update. And just to give you a little sneak peek, I'm also working on some with this beautiful pink polka dot, and then it will be lined in the pink. And actually I'll show you this one here. I've lined it in a really cute black and white polka dot. So I'm excited. I've been planning some new bags for a little while, and I know a lot of people have been asking about the larger ones. So I'm hoping that this next update will have quite a few options for some of the larger project bags. So that's coming up, and I'm so excited about this project, I can't even tell you. I think that kind of covers my knitting for this week. Like I said, I've been super focused on just those 2 projects, and just really busy. So I think the next time I podcast, I'm hoping to have some new stuff on the needles and some exciting projects to talk about. The next thing I wanted to talk about is also really, really exciting. So I feel very, very lucky that podcasting and Instagram and my interest in knitting has allowed me to make so many new friends and acquaintances through this hobby that we all love. And I'm sure that when you see this, you're going to know exactly where it came from. But I was really, really fortunate to do a bag swap with the lovely Jules from So Sweet Violet. So I was in New York earlier this week, and I came home really sick on Valentine's night, and this beautiful package was waiting for me with the most gorgeous bag. I just love Jules's work. This Liberty of London fabric and the beautiful matching zipper and tassel, and just this detail, like, this is gorgeous to me. I so appreciate the little touches, so pretty. And I love birds, I love them, so I'm really happy though. These little details are just beautiful. I'm so excited that I finally have one of her beautiful bags. Thank you so much, Jules. It was such a treat to get your package, and you are such a lovely, lovely person. Thank you so much. Along with my beautiful, beautiful bag, I got some delicious chocolates, which I have hidden in the house so that nobody else will steal them, and some lovely tea, and these really, really pretty buttons. Oops. Buttons and beautiful, like, it's like a fabric washi tape, I think. And they're from Tilda. I'm gonna grab it here. And I have seen some Tilda fabrics and books at a local quilt shop, and I've always loved the look of them, and these are just so pretty. I've been thinking about getting her book and maybe making some toys. I don't know who I would make them for, but thank you so much. These are so pretty. And this next part really, really impressed me. So Jules included these beautiful minis, beautiful, beautiful, looks like all hand-dyed yarn. But look at her way of labeling them. So she's made all of these beautiful labels telling me exactly what they are. And I so appreciate that. It's so organized. I love it. I love, love, love it. And I have not used, I don't think, any of these except for, there's one Felici in here, but I don't have this color. But there's Sweet Sparrow yarns, London House yarns, Little French Meadow. Oh, they're so beautiful. And I know I could put these in my Cozy Memories blanket, but I think I want to do something a little extra special with these. I'm even wondering if I take a really really neutral sock yarn, like a taupe or a soft, like, French gray, and then do some sections of stripes with these beautiful yarns. I think that's what I might do. I've also thought about doing something with minis and a sweater. I think that would be fun too, but I haven't figured it out yet. But anyways, thank you so much, Jules. These are so beautiful. So nice. This community of knitters is just so wonderful. Which brings me to another swap that I did with the lovely Amber, who is a sweet friend of mine online as well. From Maker's Haven. I showed you her bag earlier. She is such a talented lady too. I am a huge fan of everything that she makes. And a little bit earlier, Amber wanted to try out some opal yarn, and I had quite a bit from my advent calendar. So I sent her some of those, and in return, she sent me a whole bunch of her beautiful hand-dyed minis, which, so honestly, they're so much better than opal yarn. I can't even tell you. But look at these. They're just beautiful. I love every single one of them. I feel like I need to have a basket or like a big tray on my dining room table just to display all of these beautiful little minis. They're so pretty. Oh, look at that. So thank you so much, Amber. I was so excited to get your package as well. It was such a treat. It's been like such a gray, gloomy couple of weeks that these packages really made. Every time I got a package in the mail, I was just thrilled. And she also included this one, which I think she might have said was not her yarn, but it also has this beautiful little progress keeper, which I love. And this is one of my favorite colors too. It's kind of like a beautiful periwinkle blue. And then this beauty, I need to get onto her website when she does a big update, but to be honest, I'm a little bit afraid because I love everything that Amber does so much that I'm afraid I would put everything in my cart, which could be a problem. But this is her little sock. It's a 50-gram skein, and it's called Be a Wildflower, and it's just, it's so beautiful. So, so beautiful. Such a talent. Beautiful tags and everything. So thank you so much, Amber. It was such a treat. Let's see what else I have here. So I went on a work trip last week to New York City, and I was only there one night, and I was sick, so I was not feeling very good, and it was kind of busy. But of course I managed to check out Pearl Soho, my favorite store. But I was super good, and I only picked up one teeny little thing. And it's from Coco Knits, and it's the small stitch stoppers. And I have been looking at these, actually all of the Coco Knits products, for a little while. Just the aesthetic of all of them really appeals to me. The little tins and the colored progress keeper, or not progress keepers, stitch markers, and the slap bracelet with the little magnetic piece. I really, really love the look of all of it. So I thought I would try these when I saw them. And I totally held back for another fringe field bag and more yarn, but I was trying to be really good and mindful of all these other projects I have here at home that I've been wanting to start. And I had just ordered the wool, and I think it arrived while I was away. So when I came home, I had all of these great packages. So that is the only thing I purchased myself. And I think I just have one more really exciting thing to talk about. I actually won a little giveaway. So Barbara from the Knitting I Love podcast, who is so funny and sweet and so talented as well. I have been looking at items in her shop for quite some time, and I was super surprised and happy to find out that I actually won a little draw that she did. So I was super fortunate and got to receive this beautiful little kit. I chose this color, and it's called the Knitting I Love Pouch series, I think. And in here, there's a beautiful coaster in the back, and just the designs on here, so pretty. I don't know how she does it, if it's stamped, but it's really, really beautifully done. She's really, really creative and talented. And on that coaster, you can see the design there. It's also, you can also measure your needles, so it's like a little bit of a needle, I don't know, do you call it a needle? It's not a needle ruler. I don't know what you call it, but you can check your needle size in there, which is handy. And then in the front here, there are two different cases. This could be for your double pointed needles, or your circulars could go in there. And then same as this one. So it's got little snap detail to open it up a bit. And these little tiny squares here are also really cool. You've got the little holes punched around, and you can hook your progress keepers in there. So I was super excited. I chose the purple, and Barbara was sweet enough to send an additional set that I will be giving away to one of you. So I'm really excited about this, and I've been thinking about what to do. And I am going to open up a thread on my Ravelry group. So if you're not familiar with that, you can just go to the groups tab in Ravelry and search for the By the Lakeside podcast group. And I am going to open up a thread, and I'm just going to call it the Knitting I Love giveaway. And because I like her name too, the Knitting I Love, and I'm always talking about favorite things, I thought it would be neat for you to tell me what you love. So what are your favorite things? And just one entry per person, and I will do a random number generator to pull a name, and then one of you will win this beautiful little set from Barbara. Thank you so much, Barbara. I am so excited that I actually won something, and I love it. It's really, really beautifully made pieces. So I'm excited to send one of these to one of you. If you would like a chance to win, then please enter on the thread on Ravelry. And when I found out that I won that, I actually ordered an additional one for my bullet journal because it is something that I have been really into, and I'm going to show you how it works here. So this one I'm going to keep with my bullet journal. I've put it under my elastic on my journal, and then you can just snap it on and you stick your pen. I don't have a regular pen, but let's see here. I'll just throw that one in there. So you could put a pen right in there. So this is one of my favorite things of the last couple of weeks, and I am loving my bullet journal and loving my little case from Knitting I Love. And then I'm going to keep this set for all of my knitting stuff. So it's going to go in my toolkit for knitting. So again, thank you so much to everyone who sent or swapped beautiful things this week or this month. It's been such a treat, and I am so thankful for all of you. And I think that kind of covers everything that I've received. I thought I would maybe just mention quickly, because it's not really knitting or craft related, but one of my favorite things right now is definitely my bullet journal. I've been posting a few pictures about this, and I just wanted to quickly show you two things that are my favorite things that relate to planners or my bullet journal. So first thing is I've been watching some videos on bullet journals and also following a few people that do them on Instagram. And there's so much beautifully done weekly spreads with script, brush script. But I have to be honest, I'm not really into it, and it's just not something I wanted to spend a ton of time on. And so when I saw this little stamp set come up on the Kelly Perky website, I was super excited because I thought that would be perfect to just stamp on my weekly spread the days of the week. So that's what I've done. Kelly Perky has some really great planner stamps to begin with, but this was a special one that she released. So here you can see I've just kind of stamped in the day, and it just keeps it really neat. So I wanted to share that if you are someone that really likes stamps for whatever reason, journaling, planners, then Kelly Perky, Clearly Kelly stamps, they're fantastic. I had gotten this one in a little kit for Valentine's Day, and then I also have this one that has numbers on it, which is also great for calendars. So that is one of my favorite things. And then I just wanted to quickly mention one more thing that's sort of planner related, and they're highlighters, but they're in pastels, which is pretty nice. They're called mild liners, and I think you can get these on Amazon. I had ordered these when I got my Hobonichi a few months ago, but I've seen all kinds of sets on Amazon as well. They are really, really pretty, and if you like sort of a minimalistic planner or journal that doesn't get too busy, and you want to keep it kind of not too crazy colorful, which is kind of how I'm going with the bullet journal, then these are really, really nice if you want just a little bit of color. but I really like kind of a simple layout. I just find it easier to read. I don't really like a lot of stickers or color. If anything, I'll use some washi tape, and then this is just one of those mild liners. So I just wanted to share quickly because I know lots of you are into planners and journals and things like that. So those are two of my favorite things there. So I think that covers just about everything for this week. So like I said, I will have a By the Lakeside, Sandy by the Lakeside shop update on March 3rd, I'm planning. And I will have lots of new stuff there and hopefully lots of new and exciting projects to talk about in my next podcast. And I think that covers it. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you are all well, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.